Hello everyone, this is Neha Sisodia, Assistant Professor at New LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today we are going to discuss on query processing and optimization in our database management system. So let's continue with query optimization specifically in this discussion. So we have certain techniques of query optimization, what this query optimization is. So we have some alternative ways of evaluating a given query. It may be through equivalent expressions that we can write. We can have equivalent query. We can write one query in various different ways, provided the output should remain same in both the expressions. Then we can have different algorithms for each operation that we can perform. The cost difference between a good and a bad way of evaluating a query can be enormous. So for an example, if we want to perform R cross S followed by a selection that is R of A is equal to R of B is much smaller than performing a join on the same condition. So what we have to do is we need to estimate the cost of operations that we are going to perform. So it depends critically on statistical information that we have about the relation which the database must maintain always. For an example, number of tuples, number of distinct values of the join attributes, etc. Then we need to estimate also the statistics of intermediate results to compute the cost of complex expressions. So let's take an example that the relation is generated by two equivalent expressions have the same set of attributes and contain the same set of tuples, although their attributes may be offered differently or they are ordered differently. So if we have taken customer name, what we have to, the initial expression tree, if you want to express one query in this, what we need to find out is the customer name, where the branch city we have is in Brooklyn, and we have performed three different joins: account and depositor and branch. So within these three values, we are going to take up the values from customer name. So what we have here is we can transform this tree into another tree where we can filter out the branch city of Brooklyn itself, and then we can perform the join over account and depositor, and then we can take out the name of customer names. Now, what we have to do is the generation of query evaluation plan for an expression involves certain steps that we have to follow. So, generating a logical equivalent expression, that we have to use certain rules in order to do it. So, we have to use the equivalence rules to transform an expression into an equivalent one. So what we have to do is annotating the resultant expression to get an alternative query plan and choosing the cheapest plan based on the cost estimate. So the overall process actually is called as cost based optimization. So what are the statistical information that are required to estimate the cost is number of tuples in a relation R, which is represented as in R, number of blocks that contains the tuples of R, as we already have discussed this thing. Secondly, we have the size of tuples of R. Then we have a blocking factor. The blocking factor represents that the number of tuples of R that fit into one block. So it is the capacity of the block is called as blocking factor. And we have V of A comma R, that A represents the attribute of R and R represents the relation. So we have a number of distinct values that appear in R for attribute A. So it is same as if we want to project A from R. Similarly, if we have selection cardinality of an attribute A of relation, that will be represented as SCA comma R. This is the attribute and this is relation again. Then the average number of records that satisfies the equality on A, that we have to see. So if the tuple of R is stored together physical in a file, then what we have here is the number of blocks that contain R will be given by CEL of number of tuples in a relation R and the blocking factor of R. Now coming to the catalog information about indices that we use, we have f of I that represents the average fan out of internal nodes of index I. For the tree structure indices, such as suppose we use B plus tree or B tree, then we can have f of I that will take the average fan out of the internal nodes with index I. And HT is the number of levels in index I, that is the height of I. So for a balanced tree index, that is maybe B tree or B plus tree, on attribute A of relation R, we have HTI. This HTI is number of levels in index I. So what we have to do is we have to take a log of Fi and the value of attribute A in relation R. So for a hash index, HTI is 1 and LBI represents the number of lowest level index block in I, that is the number of blocks that are there in leaf level. In the leaf level, if we have certain values or certain blocks, then we have to represent it as LBI. Now, what are the measures of this query cost? What we have to recall here is typically the disk access is a predominant cost. Definitely, if we access the disk again and again, the cost will be higher and is relatively easy to estimate as well. So how many times you are accessing the disk will be easy to estimate, and also is the predominant cost measure. Then the number of block transfers from the disk is used as the measure of the actual cost of evaluation. Suppose we are transferring the blocks from memory to disk, then we have the actual cost of evaluation lies there. It assumes that all the transfer of the blocks have the same cost. So we evenly distribute the cost measure to every block. So making the every block from disk to the memory, it costs the same to every block, right? So real life optimizers do not make this assumption, and they distinguish between the sequential and random access. So usually does not happen. We have different cost measures for sequential and random disk accesses if we make. So what we do not include cost to writing output to the disk, and we refer the cost estimate of the algorithm A is as E of A. So the cost estimate of an algorithm A will be represented as E of A. So E subscript A will be the cost estimate of an algorithm. So what is the selection size estimate? So equality selection, suppose I have selected with a condition A whose value will be V from R. What we have to do is, so what this represents is the number of records that will satisfy the selection. So what we have to see here is, we have the number of blocks that these records will occupy will be the blocking factor which divides the SC, that is the SCA of R, that is the number of records we already have, and these are filtered by the condition. So in the binary search cost estimate, we will have the cost estimation of the algorithm will be log of 2. This will be the block of R, and the number of record that satisfy already by our condition, and what is the blocking factor -1. So equality condition on key attributes if we do, then this will turn out to be 1. So the number of tuples will be 1 itself, that satisfies the condition. So statistical information, for example, if we take if F account is having 20, that is the 20 tuples of account fit into one block, and V of branch name and account will be 50, that is 50 branches are there, and V balance of account will be 500, so 500 different balance values are there. Now coming to the projection of account, we have 10,000 tuples. So assume that the following indices exist on account itself. So a primary B plus tree index of the attribute branch name is there, and a secondary B plus index for attribute balance is there. So coming to the selection involving the comparison, we have selection of the form where the condition A is less than equal to V from R. The case of V is less than equal to V of R is symmetric always. So let's have C, which is denoted as the cost number of estimated number of tuples that satisfies the condition. So if minimum of A comma R and A comma R, that is, this is the attribute which is being selected from R, and maximum value and minimum value of them are available in the catalog as we have seen earlier. So C will be 0 if we have V less than minimum of A comma R. C will have certain value when we have to compute it as the value V minus minimum of A comma R upon maximum and minimum's difference. So in the absence of statistical information, C is assumed to be number of tuples in R by 2. Thanks for watching this video. In the next subsequent video, we are going to discuss more on optimization and materialized view in query processing and optimization.